Hi, I'm Xysis, and this is Hearts of Iron 4, No Step Back, where we're playing as the Soviet Union. Okay, so first we want to... we forgot to take this one away. We'll get rid of that. And we will unpause. So here goes Italy on Greece. And Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. So soon the Southern Europe here, or the Balkans, will be unified under the new world order. Right, so here we go. Here are our dockyards. That means both of our Kiro class cruisers are completed. We will move them into the Baltic fleet. And we have the 4 Kiro classes down here, and we've got another 2 of them down here in the Baltic, well, in the Black Sea fleet. So we need to use these dockyards for something. And I think June and July 41 should be fine on the Kronstadts. These are going to be done in time, no question about it. And we might want to speed up these cruisers a little bit, I think. Maybe we should put these 2 last ones into the Black Sea fleet. We can put these directly into the Baltic fleet, I think. So we don't have to micromanage where they go. And then we've got the rest of the destroyers there. I think these go into the Baltic as well. We might want to set up a production line for them going into... There we go. We will have one that goes into the... this fleet, which is going to be the North Sea fleet. And I think that's fine for now. Could probably pull one of these. We'll just split it out that way for now, I think. So we don't have to deal too much with it. Okay, so let's unpause again there. So now we are waiting for excavation to finish, so we can get some extra aluminium. We will continue down on the radar stations. And we can wait a bit more with actually building them. Now we are running out of things to build here though, so let's find some more places to build some extra factories in. There we go, we can put one down there. We got another one here. And we got some good infrastructure in these zones as well. We could probably go for Ryazan too. It should be fine. We do have a couple of places we want to increase infrastructure in. Autosave, of course. It net us quite a bit more of aluminium. And I think that's our main source of aluminium. We've got another few down here. We're not going to get to keep those, of course. We've got a little bit here. That's not very much of it. But 14 down here with some... This could be one to exploit. And we got a little bit over here too. There, we got another 36 there. That's the one I was looking for. I think that's fine. We could... Yeah, it's probably better off doing this one though. There's more steel down there. How much do we get for... No, not there. Get 6 extra aluminium for that. We'll start off this way, and then because we're increasing the infrastructure already built that one out, of course. I can build a factory there too. Okay, so here goes excavation. We will keep on going down to... I'll take this burst first. We've got one more army worth of divisions here. Let's see where we want to put them in. We'll probably need them mostly on this army. If we put... I'm thinking if we take this army here, we take it off the front, and we can have them entrenched just a little bit further back. So we've got there. We can keep them. Let's try to hold them. Just to keep. Yeah, let's move them out all the way to there probably. It just means we've got a second line of defense. We'll move this line forward and give Vatutin some extra troops to help hold this new border there. That's probably the biggest gap we had in our defenses. And then we will of course be pulling them back as needed. And I think these, I put them in as, give half of them here. That means we can extend this one by 2 more provinces. And we want to make sure that we don't get them encircled up in vent pills, like the Germans ended up being. We can probably, actually this one division here in Riga we can move over. That should be fine. And we'll just keep track of it that way. And these last ones we should probably give them, give 3 to there. And we'll take 3 here. I think that's a good spread of the divisions we got there. Alright, so now we can expand the aluminium plant in Leningrad. Gives us 12 aluminium. And we've got the Kamensk aluminium plant. This one's in a very good location. Gives us another 12. We're okay for steel at the moment, and we can't do the chromium one or the tungsten one. Tungsten one, of course, would be nice to do. That one requires excavation 3, and this one is excavation 4. Chromium was excavation 3 as well. Okay, let's let it run there again. We're gonna need all that aluminium anyway, so we can keep importing it a little bit more than we need. This is gonna fill up really fast, so. It's looking better on the equipment we've got going here. I could probably see if we can put the Katyushas into and replace here. And that would be... do we have enough of them? We do have more than enough of them. Maybe we can... What's it like if we had 3? Then we're up to 27 combat with. We have nearly enough actually. I think we will go with that. This makes these really nice offensive divisions as well. At least for breaking through infantry formations. They don't really have the punch to go through anything armored. Got the armed with the BT7s. But we've got the tank divisions that have we don't have that much piercing yet. We don't have the medium cannons in our medium tanks yet. We just got the small cannons. The 76mm. We actually got the medium. Oh yeah, we did have the medium cannon on them. We want the improved medium cannon on them. What you could do for more piercing, of course, is adding the... I'm not there. Non-aggression pact with Japan. Despite tensions between Japanese and the Soviet Union increasing until recently, The Japanese have now opened negotiations for an non-aggression pact. The advantages to us are clear, but what should concern us in the advantage it will give the Japanese, and whether we will live to regret this move. Well, we must have peace for now. The Japanese and the Soviet Union did sign the non-aggression pact with each other, which of course the Soviet Union broke after Germany had capitulated, and we invaded Manchuria with very quick warfare. The non-aggression pact with China, yeah, we can sign this one too. We're not going to go to war with China, and that'll help us from having them bug us in the future. Okay, well, yeah, we were on the piercing of the tanks. We could we can probably sign non-aggression pacts with those two. We could always upgun the heavy tanks to the basic heavy cannon. That will give us quite a bit more piercing. We'll keep with the 72mm for the moment. We could also actually put some support anti-tank in our armor divisions, but doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Yeah, they got basically the same piercing on our anti-tank equipment as on our tanks. I think, do we have enough? We don't have enough intel on the Germans yet to kind of see where they're at. We can't do anything more here just yet. Yeah, we got one down there in Iran. Could do is we're going to be able to do the. We're probably not going to be able to infiltrate the army in Germany again. So we probably want to. We can do this. And that should be the ones. Yeah. Yeah, so we use the two we have for counterintelligence. And they will of course go back to counterintelligence once it's done. Let's get rid of those. Material designer. We are doing a lot of infantry weapons and equipment at the moment. But no, we want to save up for putting Zhukov in charge. That one should go automatically. Well, we could go, I guess, for some submarine operations or convoy sailing. But it's the same thing there. It costs extra for the doctrines at the moment. I think we already fixed our, yeah. We can keep the agate prop open here. Just checking if there's anything here that we want to do right now, and I don't think so. I think we are fine. We are waiting for our military factories. Ironically, all the military factories from Tankograd will go straight into fighters. We of course do need these fighters. How are we doing for... Yeah, they are very nicely upgraded already. Could use some more range on them. That's going to be lethal once we get them going. Alright, so we finished Tankograd. And we will keep going now. We need to kind of focus in this general area of the tree. We will go to Military Engineering University. Not because this one is very useful for us. Gives us some extra fort construction speed and some max entrenchment. But that's a percentage modifier to the max entrenchment, so it's not that much. It's not 5 points of entrenchment, it's 5% of the entrenchment that you have. And we can get down to the research slot here, and that's where we're heading, of course. So let's pop down to the military engineering company. could use this one too, I guess, but no, we're going down this way. And let's let a day pass just so we can see if the resource cost changed here. Yeah, we're in need of a few more imports, I would say. So we will... How many more do we need? 64. And if we take that down one, and we will import some more rubber as well. That should be fine for now. Can we see... No, we can't really see, but they've got probably about 85 to 90 factories on aircraft at the moment. 32, 33 on tanks. And 70 to 75 on other equipment. And they've only got 2 used for capital ship construction. And we should be getting these up quite soon. They're also importing aluminium, of course. And we could do this one again, of course. The agit-prop decision to reduce your consumer goods for 180 days. This costs 60 political power. And that would give us some extra consumer goods until the war starts. And I think we will do that. Alternative would be to take Zhukov now, but we're gaining 1.5 per day, so we're delaying that by 45 days by taking this agit-prop decision. So I think we will do this one last time, and then it becomes quite expensive, I think, for a temporary boost. But this one will help us churn out this last few things we've got going for us here. And then we need to start building in all of these less than ideal states. I don't think any of them have enough building slots to be worth upping the infrastructure in before you actually start building them, unless there are, like here, loads of resources that you want to extract. And here, most of them are filled out. Let's add a couple of these 41s to the queue. So we have them going for us. At least this should be the safest area of our country, even if we kind of safeguard ourselves against the Japanese with the non-aggression pact earlier. Okay, so we still need to wait a little bit more before we can get in Zhukov. I should probably start deploying some aircraft soon enough too. And Communist China has capitulated. Let's get rid of that, and let's pause. Now the question is, do we want to keep on pushing up this way? Or do we want to use... We'd kind of like to put out some carriers just because the Soviet Union did start to build them. We probably need to go for construction instead. We will get that 5th research slot soon, and we can be a little bit more extravagant with what we're using. There's no point pointing anything here until we need to. We need to increase our fighter production before it's worth to put the close air support in. And we don't really need the close air support until we're pushing. We need to be able to defend ourselves from the German close air support. Let's add another 25 factories to fighters. That is what we will be needing a lot of this game. Okay, we've got some upgrades going there again for the light tanks. Looks like we are in positive at least on all of our tank divisions. So maybe we can make some more. So we have somewhere to Make them, yeah, let's put them down here in. Yeah, we can have them here somewhere. Should be fine. We're missing some anti-air. No, I don't think we put any anti-air in there. We'll soon have another army out. And so our manpower is once again falling. Right. I don't think we have a standard. Yeah, we do have a standard military theorist there too. But I do think it's 50 political power per 10 or per 5 doctrine cost reduction. And since we're going to go mass assault, of course we're going to go with the Zukov. Alright, so we got all of these deployed now. We will put them... I think we'll split them into equal portions. And we'll take this good division, we can put it into... This is the Leningrad army, and we can... We'll have it now, we'll put... We can actually use it here in Narva, I think. Let's move that division over there, and we can move this division down there. And I think maybe we want to use these two. We could move them down to there and into... Or we could move one of them down here at least. I think that's fine. Do you want to move this one out too? Yeah, why not? Let's keep them down there. Yeah, it's still a lot of attrition on these here. That's no good. Maybe we will upgrade the infrastructure there just by 1 level and see if it helps anything. We'll put these on to there somewhere. And these ones are... We've had them up here before. And let's put... Where can we go? Yeah, we can fill the entire front here. Maybe we should be using a field marshal order for this, instead of 2 army orders. Just looks nicer, doesn't it? And we won't bother with the Mongolian border, they can keep their own border. So we got at least a rudimentary defense against the Japanese. It feels better that way. Of course we probably should have something guarding the ports here too. There's one, no, there's only one port. And there is the port up here too. And the port on the islands here. But they don't have any kind of connection to anything. Alright, so we finished the Military Engineering University. And let's see, we want to go down towards... We want to get our research slot as soon as possible. And then we can start getting rid of our debuffs. Don't have our political power just yet. We'll let the game run again. Okay. We will keep on powering down towards the 3rd level of radar. Yeah, this should be fine. We probably should speed up these a bit. And it might be worth going down to limited exports. Just to keep that aluminium inside our borders. We can keep importing it for now, it's fine. We want to use our political power for other things than changing that at the moment. I guess it really doesn't make that big of a difference. Let's just see how much. We've got a bunch of factories in these regions. And they get them all from focuses, of course. It's the Italian-Bulgarian military technology exchange. They are dealing with the devil. We'll probably increase the speed a bit more here. We're just waiting for things to prod along. The question is, do we want to appoint Zhukov or do we want to do something in here first? I think we want to appoint Zhukov and then we want to save some of our political power just so we have for conscription laws and probably going down to limited exports once we start the war. The factory output here of course is really good too, and construction speed is good to have as long as we can. But once the war starts we're gonna have a tough time importing everything. Okay, let's grab another factory of rubber. Tungsten is fine for now. We could have built some infrastructure somewhere where we had tungsten. No, so we will appoint Zhukov so we don't forget him. And this means we could go down a bit here. I think we get some boosts to it further down here. But getting the first few, this is a good, no, not this one. This one's a good one. Gives us a flat boost to entrenchment. So that was nice to have when the war starts, and we got enough for it now. In addition to selecting operational reserves. Of course it doesn't really matter when we do that, we can do it the day the Germans attack us. I mean, maybe the entrenchment we'd like at least a few 2 or 3 weeks to build the entrenchment bonus up. So we have 12% bonus from the entrenchment here. We see we get the 5% there from defense industry. On top of the 12 that the division actually has from a base. Okay, we got some free dockyards again. That means we finished up the submarines. Can add another one on destroyers there. And we are quickly filling out there. We'll wait for the last one to pop out there too. Okay, so Germany declares war on Yugoslavia. Means the war down here has started as well. And Slovenia actually broke free before that. Or maybe at the same time. And this one needs anti-air. Let's probably started to push anti-air into something else down there. And down here. Let's put these down to low for now then. So we get this one out. And Croatia joined Germany. Oh, this is weird. So there's a big kind of battle going on down there. Alright, so we finished assembly line production. And increases our production cap. A bit too early to go over for these. And they both give the 10% cap. This one gives retention and this one gives a growth. But the growth there will help offset. I think flexible line is usually the better one for the retention if you're switching around a lot. Okay, we don't need anything there just yet, and everything here is that we want is too far ahead of time. That would be the next fighter levels, or we could do the cast, but we're not going to be able to produce them yet. We don't have the factories for it, nor the real need for them. Let's get the artillery. And I think we get the improved medium cannon is down there and all the way down there in 42. Could probably start powering down towards the 42 artillery. We are looking pretty good on most of our equipment. Except anti-air. We've got the anti-tank in. And he will probably make when we need them. We can tack on some anti-tank, a few battalions or something, or we can convert over a few divisions for using anti-tank. And maybe add on another artillery. Might do something like I want an artillery, something like that to get them up to 27 with. And just have a lot of anti-tank battalions. But we don't need to do that yet. Okay, so we're up over 300 there. Still waiting for that last one to get its anti-air. Can we do it this way? Yeah, here we go. There, thank you. And I think we want to start making sure that we have reinforced everything on the front lines now. And then we can start. Let's see where we want to put these divisions. We can keep them in. We had this as the kind of reserves at the moment. Let's just pop them down there and we'll see where we need them. And we can start to reassign them when we need them. Okay, so we have 2 new states. Want to get rid of that way. And yeah, let's go for these. We'll pick up operational reserves. We do this for the 10% HP. And we will go in and select pocket defense and defense in depth. That way we have them started up, and we will be going down the deep battle side, of course. We have the naval experience here too. We could, don't know if, no, we probably want to go with night fighting. Yes, we can spend this naval experience. We're not going to use it for anything else here. And instill aggression. Do we want anyone? No, we don't want to spend the political power for that. Experience, naval experience is basically free, especially as we have loads of fuel. And we have enough here for, I think, I usually go with bold attack, so let's go with the Queen of Battle, just for something different, and to get that experience gain on the infantry leader traits. And that should be most of this filled out. Relentless assaults we get from large front operations. That is the next one, I think. We're a bit off that for now. We of course want to have some experience in reserve in case we need to make any changes. Okay, so we finished the Leningrad Technical Institute. And we will now get the... I think the Cossacks might be the more historical one, but we're not using cavalry divisions. Lev Dovator is a really good cavalry general if you want to use cavalry, and it makes cavalry better, of course. But we will go with cohesion first, just for the extra organization there, because it's more useful for the way we play the game. We can't do this one until we are at war, and this one is kind of a pain to get through. Or is it this one? Yeah, this one is the one that's the pain to get through. But you get a little bit of design cost and a lot of army experience out of it. We will go down there to cohesion first. And we got our extra research slot. We could be researching up that way. And we're not using recon companies that much. Don't know if we have them in anything actually. Might have in our... No, we don't even have them in our tank divisions. And it's more of a defensive thing anyway, recon. Because it chooses the counter tactics. And we don't want any of these other things here. We do want the extra engineering company though. It's nice to get these, get the these bonuses here too, and the river ones, which of course are very good. Could go for armor and engines. We're pretty much up where I want to be here. Fun that we get improved heavy cannon there. And we want to get up to the improved medium cannon there. We don't really need the naval assets. It's mostly for fun. I could probably do something useful. Let's get some carriers. Let's play a small homage to the Project 71 and 72. Not because we need them or because we have a very good use for them, but because it's fun. Okay, so we need to import even more aluminium here. No, we'll take it all from Britain. Get 2 more factories importing. And we lost even more, looks like. Okay, so dispersed is done. We're waiting for excavation there. Do we want the extra fuel gain? Maybe not. Now we're into the same thing. There's lots of things to research. Okay, let's get the extra support equipment. And we're gonna have the radar slot there too to select something from in a bit. I wanted to uncheck the auto upgrade option on these cruisers, as they are obsoleting our designs that we are using. No, they did probably upgrade the anti-air on these, so it is an upgrade. It's actually cheaper too. Wonder what it did. Because it's not supposed to get cheaper when we... Oh, it upgraded from the wrong one. Doesn't have the secondary batteries. It upgraded from the... probably from this one, right? No. No, it doesn't matter which one it came from. I'm just gonna unselect these so we don't get loads of them. Or get messages that we're producing out-of-date stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Do we get new ones here too? Maybe. No, we haven't designed any ones there. Okay, obsolete those. And this one isn't set to auto upgrade. Well, that's fine. And we still got the proper destroyers there. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, we wanted to see the trade here. Why did we end up with less? There we go. And we want some more rubber. While we can get rubber. And this is good. Let's get a few of these mobile divisions into our tank armies. And they are essentially tank divisions too, right? They're just not the same kind of tank divisions, or as heavy tank divisions. And the armor here should get up once we replace these light tanks with the heavies and mediums. We probably want to have a few more before we do that. We're still running a deficit of heavy tanks. And a deficit of trains. That's a bit fun that we need 300. No, we've got 300 and... Oh, we need 400 trains. Alright. Now maybe we need to up the train production just a bit. We'll sneak a couple in there. Let's put some more into motorized equipment. We want to start getting those into our tank divisions soon too. And we are currently at 60 fighter factories. We've got quite a few factories here to start churning out soon. What are the Germans up to? We still haven't gotten the amount of intel needed. We are a little bit away from infiltration here. Would be nice to see what they are up to, of course. And we need to get up to 80, I think, no? 50 completed national focus, active national focus is at 70. We're quite a way away from that. We don't have any spy planes, of course, so it would help bring these up a bit. I think the Soviet Union was pretty clueless of what Germany was up to. Or really up to, here in the spring of 41. And the army seemed to know that the Germans were coming, but Stalin didn't really want to listen, did he? I wonder where all those boats being used to get supplies down here. Building that one level of infrastructure seems to have helped along the line here. Get rid of the supply issues we were having. And maybe we can do the same up here in... Already got loads of infrastructure. There's a lot of steel here though. And that's where we have all the problems. Alright, so we've got level 3 radars. State level 3 radars. So we will put those into use, and that probably concludes most of what we need to do in here for now. No, I don't think it's worth to go ahead of time on that. In the next patch they're gonna make these actually useful, so that's quite fun. And we're gonna swap that over. We are producing how much fuel and how much can we use? We can get 7.6 thousand, or 7.8 thousand a daily gain. And if we put, and that's our current maximum, that's only with the deployed air force. But we need to, the army can use 8.6k. It's probably a good idea to start doing some of these fuel refining techs. And we're probably gonna have to increase the infrastructure in some of these fuel heavy states. This Azerbaijan is a really good one to pump up. There's a lot of oil in there. I think that's the best one we have. Could go here for the extra tungsten too. And these are pretty small deposits. I think we have another one. There's 10 there. I thought we had another one over here somewhere that was about 50. That's 16 up there. 10, 8. Yeah, no, we don't have any other really big deposits. Build that up to, it's not that much, but we get the extra tungsten too, and we're going to need the tungsten. And of course, once we change our trade laws, we're going to get a lot more for ourselves. So we're building, we can pop these infrastructures up to the top, I think. And then we're still producing a lot of military factories. Max those out, I think. Let's see if we... I probably want to remove some of these 40 zones. That I added on. We found a few. Since we finished this burst, we got a few of our 60s back. That's an 80, we want to get that to the top. Same thing here and here. And in Moscow, of course. And those, we still want to have the infrastructure up at the top. And we also want to move some radar stations in. So we will build a radar in Moscow, I think. In Stalingrad. And in Leningrad and in Stalingrad. Might be useful to have something here too, but I'm unsure if we can hold them, and we don't want to give a radar station to the Germans if we can avoid it. Would probably be a good idea to build some air bases too, but we can do that once the war has started. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so we finished cohesion first. Now I would really like to continue down this tree, but we don't really have the time for that. We need to move over here to the east, or to the Middle East. We need to do some diplomacy over here. So let's get started with that. We can close this one down. That's from when we were in looking at the terrain on Iran. I think I had that one open. We don't want to be recruiting in Greece either. Yeah, we're waiting for the Stalingrad aluminium plant. And the second Vienna award, that helps split up Europe a little bit more. We'll hold on to our political power for a little bit. We can swap over the law there in the future. Maybe we want to grab a air expert actually. We're not going to be having air superiority for quite some time, but the bad weather penalty might be helpful, seeing as we do have a bad weather penalty plus 30% from here. This would help reduce that quite a bit. And we do have quite a bit of blizzards and things going on over here. The air reformer gives a lot of air experience, but we did get a lot of air experience out of our volunteers earlier. Oh, and we should be having enough to... We need 120 to swap into that later on. And we're not in that much of a hurry either. Let's grab Pavel there. And Greece has capitulated. And we finished construction 4. And we'll go straight into excavation 4 here to help increase those. Let's get rid of the local agent to help boost up both the aluminium and the oil that we need. And let's see if we can't do something with the Air Force. Let's put everything here on hold. So we don't really have to worry about Finland early on. Got our 2 tactical bombers here. And our strat bombers. Let's see how many more do we have? We don't have enough to build a third, or put up a third wing of strat bombers, so we keep these for reserves. They will surely be needed. I'm fairly sure we have a decent amount of tactical bombers. And we're actually upgraded, so these are only good tactical bombers. That's nice. And then we got another. We can probably set up 2 wings of tactical bombers. Let's put them all into here then. And do it this way. And these can be... We want to keep them as reserves or regulars. We can keep these as reserves, and we might be able to set up a third wing of 2 2s. And we'll split this one out so we get 2 wings of 100. They don't have the experience, of course, so we'll keep them this way. Make sure that they're on daytime operations. These are Yak-1 fighters. We'll keep them as so. And we probably have a few more of them in stockpile. No. Yeah, there we go. We got 1600 of them. So if we could probably just duplicate these. That's another few wings of good fighters. Let's have another biggish airport there. And let's go for the Yak 1s, so we make elite Air Force there. We will put out 800 of them, and we will split them into air wings of 100. Daytime operations, that should be fine. We will keep these on medium replacement priority. So these will get aircraft first, and then these will get aircraft. Let's see if we have anywhere here on the southern front we can add some. I think we want to just move them all over that way. And we will let them fill out with whatever. And these can also be on a medium. I probably want to do it this way, and we can split them down. And we will just delete 2 of them. The aircraft will return there as reserves. And probably want to move all of these up a little bit as well, so we can have them going over the Balkans and East Poland and the Baltic states. And I think we were... That's another good wing. It doesn't have any experience. Let's disband that one. It can reinforce the other wings further down. We wanted to have... That's the wing of these... No, specialized wing is okay. To kind of help out with escorting these. Escorting, they need to be on air superiority. Daytime only, they don't have to do it in the night. Maybe we can put just some of our I-15s up here as a specialized wing. Don't really have the range to do very much of use, but we'll put them up there on interception. And then we have... We don't have to fly anything over Finland. We could probably have a bunch flying here in the northern front, but I don't think we're gonna get bombed anywhere there. Let's put up some more wings of whatever we have here. The interwar fighters we don't really want to deal with. And let's put up a small wing of them. It would be nice if the interwar fighters would reinforce this wing of interwar fighters, but they will only reinforce with the exact same models, which is a bit of a shame. And we'll put that wing out there. That should be so. And they can fly in here somewhere. And then we have... And these are going to go reinforce, and so are they. And let's put up 400 of these. Split them twice. Daytime operations. This can probably be a low priority. And actually we should probably, if we combine them again and go in there, we can make them into specialized but reserve air wings. So they will only use depreciated planes. And we will split them again, and we need to reset them to daytime ops. And that should be most of our fighters out in the field. I think that's gonna be fine. Let's see what the Germans are up to. Did we get any more intel? No. Did we finish this one yet? No, 1st of July. Xinjiang still wants to join up with us. We're not gonna allow it. And how are we doing for artillery? We have 3,400 in stockpile. That means it's perfectly acceptable to... We'll keep going here. But it's perfectly acceptable to replace the... Because we got loads of production efficiency here. And swapping over, of course, is gonna completely ruin that. I think they still cost 2 steel, 1 tungsten, yeah. That's just a little bit of increase in production efficiency. Now we need to replace 12,000 artillery barrels. But at least we got plenty of them in reserves. Looks like we're not really producing enough light tanks. But that's fine, we got plenty of them in our stockpiles. No, we've actually got all of our tanks into the tank divisions now. Does that mean that we need to go and check in here on light tanks? Oh, good. I was worried that they'd put the T26s into service again, but that means we have finished converting all the T26s into SU5s. And we got a good enough stockpile of that. Let's get rid of a factory of it then. Don't think we're gonna burn through that many. We probably wanna update that design anyway. These are gonna be good for now. And that means we probably do want to put an extra factory into light tanks instead. We've got plenty of naval bombers. I think what we will do is put up another naval bombing wing down here. We probably want to have a fighter wing to escort them as well. Yeah, let's just put up an ordinary fighter wing of I-16s. They all go in there, set them to missions daytime only. This of course means we should be able to duplicate this wing too. Wish they would duplicate the mission execution time. That's fine. I will have them flying in that way too. And now let's see about our fuel on... The air consumption of fuel has gone up to 8.8. It will be, if we run the Navy, Air and Army at the same time, we're using 3 times the amount of fuel that we are producing. And yeah, of course we don't see anything else in here just yet. Okay, so let's keep churning on here. And some dockyards. And we're soon gonna have 3 more from the Kronstadt. Let's put 3 there, 3 there. And we'll finish those off fairly quickly. Oh, we've actually got too much aluminium. Because we completed the excavation, I guess. Let's get rid of one from Canada then. Did that help? Don't know what happened there. Let's get rid of it entirely. Okay, so we finished Middle Eastern diplomacy. And we will keep on going down here for the support Afghan communism. Oh, yeah, that's exactly the one we want to go for. And I'm a little bit worried that the Germans don't have anything on our border just yet. Because they should be going for the Barbarossa focus now. I don't think there's... everything here is cleaned up. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I do have the division count. How many do we have? Oh, we got loads more. Maybe they're allowed to declare war on us. I don't think they've done the... It would be nice to see where they're actually at. I guess we'll have to wait until the 1st of July and we get some extra. The Bulgarian reintegration campaign in the Balkans. And let's see, we should have gotten our civilian intel going here. That means we should be able to see at least where they're coming from. Yes, I'm not sure why they haven't gone down to this focus just yet. We can't see what they are up to right now. of course we're not going off that way. Wish I would hide this tree. Or part of the tree. And I've been going down here, of course. Alright. So we finished the infiltrating the civilian industry there, or civilian government. And I'm not going to do any of those there. Stealing something, no. Let's see if we can put some... No, we don't want you on counterintelligence. I want you to build an intel network. Maybe if we put one there. Seeing if we can get some more inflict going on them. Where do we get the most? Yeah, probably in Bohemia. That should help us boost up the network strength. Since they got quite a lot of land now. And then we have one over in... yeah. Masada is still down there. But that's gonna be all for today. So thank you all for watching. Take care and see you next time.